I can already tell it's really spicy. Oh man.
Woo! Our very first stop when we got to Tokyo was a very special place indeed.
It was Amiami.
You know, I once dated a Japanese girl, Hatsune Miku, the hologram.
You guys broke up, yes?
We had a relationship, we broke up. I gotta tell you, I'm back. I got a new girlfriend, and she's digital, and here she is.
Beautiful.
It's Amiko.
She's one of the 2 mascots for Amiami. When we visited Japan, we had to go to Amiami, their brick and mortar store, which is actually in the middle of Akihabara in an old radio station building.
Radio Kaiken. And when you get to the store, you get up the escalator, you can actually talk to her.
Yes.
Oh, hi.
おはようございます。今日も一日全力で頑張ります。
My very first day that I woke up, and really your first full day.
Yeah.
We both separately spent at Amiami, and the people there are amazing. The staff are great. They walked us through everything. They gave us gifts. The store is beautiful. It's so well lit. Everything is perfectly neat and orderly. It is a must go to spot in Akihabara.
Now, I know some of you online pre-order your Bandai and Figma from Amiami, and the store is no exception. There is everything there. They have all the latest items from Nendoroid, Figma, Good Smile, Berserk, and they all have a Ghibli section. They have a whole model kit section. And
they got curry.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna make you eat this. Dalsim Street Fighter curry.
Hopefully it's not that hot. It looks hot. Yeah, there's like a pixel art of a pepper there. That looks hot.
That could mean anything. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
So hot.
The one thing I do have to say about Amiami is that all the prices are like discounted, you know?
Yes.
It's like significantly cheaper than average retail.
I made the mistake of first going to a department store. You know, I think the first half day I was there, I was killing time, I was gonna go eat. Went to a department store, went to the toy section, bought some stuff because I'm in Japan finally. And then the next morning when I went to Amiami, I'm like, I overpaid so much for everything.
The Rement figures, the skeletons that we picked up, they go for twice the amount anywhere else.
Yeah. Amiami, you're gonna get some great deals. You're gonna find the latest cutting edge things. And you're just gonna be in a store where everybody seems to be an expert. And here's me at the register with a huge flop sweat, nervously handing over my credit card for what I knew was gonna be this enormous purchase. Actually, I think I was handing over my cash for what I knew would be an enormous purchase.
And you actually didn't put it in the little tray. You kept handing it to the cashiers. No.
The tray thing, I didn't understand. Before we left for Japan, I actually ordered something off of Amiami's eBay store. I wanted to test this as a civilian. I didn't want to get special treatment or anything like that. So I picked one of my favorite lines, which you actually have not yet gotten a chance to tinker with, the new Diaclone figures. These things are awesome. I ordered it and it came so quick.
Yes.
It was literally a handful of days and the package had arrived. I don't know how they're doing it, but this was easily the best ever transaction I've had, purchasing something from Japan and having it come over.
When I was there, I actually did see the clear 112 synthetic human from 1000 Toys, which is a con exclusive.
I know those guys.
And I did end up picking up this Nendoroid Mechatro Wego bot, and it's just so chubby and cute.
It's funny. It's like a super deformed version of a character that kind of already is super deformed.
Yeah, they basically just like, if you can go into Photoshop, just like spread
Yeah,
him.
it's like a JPEG that was formatted wrong.
Yeah. Did you see the adult only section?
No. Oh my God, I would have gone in there.
That's footage of me like not going in because I don't think I could show it.
You're only 18 anyway.
Yeah.
One of the cool, most recent things I saw everywhere, and I asked the guy at Amiami what they were these Kyoto Sifu toy box figures, and you saw them too. They're just, they're kind of simply hung on a J-hook in a plastic bag, but super highly detailed, a little bit of articulation, beautiful paint apps. So I said, what's the deal with this line versus any of the other Sofubi things? And the idea behind this line was it's kind of a throwback, right? They're doing Sofubi figures that may have existed in the 70s or 80s, you know?
Before like they were all, based off of a property of some sort.
Yeah.
Like this gorilla.
Exactly. So, our mutual friend Masa sort of explained that this is very much like the types of figures he would just pick up, as a casual purchase at stores. And this line is a bit of a throwback to that. They have the sumo guy you
Yep.
saw, which is amazing. They have a Loch Ness monster, and it's all these kind of generic archetypes, but they've executed them so perfectly. And I just had to have this gorilla.
It's very similar if you've been to, say, an arts and crafts stores like Michael's. They have all those like non-articulated animals
figurines.
Yeah, but except these are made much better.
Yeah,
and they
and it's
can move
Japanese
around.
vinyl.
Hell yeah.
I bought the gorilla because when I was a kid, I remember we were going camping.
And you shot Harambe.
And I shot Harambe, rest in peace. And my mother gave me just this cheap dollar store gorilla, and I loved it. It was so amazing, and it was awesome, and like I took it with me everywhere, and he would fight G.I. Joe guys. And then my brother pointed out that it had nipples, and they were like really grotesque nipples that were like painted. And once I saw that, I could never unsee it, and I hated the toy, and I never played with it again.
So how do the nipples compare on this figure?
Now, after years of therapy, I'm okay with it. I embrace it.
In addition to all these new products in the Amiami store, they have a whole wall of secondhand goods, but the Japanese take such good care of their toys. So
it's not like over here.
No, everything has the packaging, and nothing is missing, and it's all nicely wrapped as if it was brand new.
You know, I don't know that buyback would work for collectibles here in the States because we just don't take care of our stuff in the same way. There's a revelry for, you know, meticulously having the boxes stored in a dry, you know, air-conditioned environment.
In addition to all these good things, they had a section for Ghibli and Totoro items.
One of the more interesting things that I got that you actually haven't seen, this is going to be a bit of a surprise for you, there's a very interesting mix of traditional Japanese craftsmanship with intellectual property. And Ghibli is a perfect fit for that because Ghibli has a sort of historical significance and a sort of craftsmanship to the films they make.
Oh my god.
Beautiful, right?
So what we're looking at is almost like a Daruma, like a classic wooden doll, but it is Totoro. And it's like almost like a matcha green.
I just thought this thing was so beautiful. And they had nice marketing around these items that sort of showed the people that were making these and the craftsmanship. Really quite gorgeous. But this, to me, is more important than any kind of toy, right? Because this is a piece of traditional Japan that I'm bringing back. And it will constantly remind me of what a wonderful trip we had to the land of the rising sun. Okay, so Tomatech I'm a big fan of for several reasons. These are a sort of arsenal of model kit style that you piece together. You can make all these different kinds of guns, and they're in scale with like Marvel Legends. You know, they're great for 6 or 7 inch figures.
112, yeah.
When I got there, I was gonna buy some of these anyway. Much to my surprise, they now have water gun versions.
Yeah, they have an entire line of water gun versions in that section.
Check that out. How cool is that?
They also had a little case to divide all of your accessories that I was this close to buying.
So open this up, you can kind of get a better look. So you can see there's like water balloons. There's what looks like a very traditional super soaker.
Yeah.
And then they have these tanks which you can adapt the guns you've already bought that are realistic guns. You can add these water tanks to.
So even this one, the super soaker, is one piece is the gun, and they have an actual additional half for the water tank that sits on top.
The reason I got into Tomatech and their sort of arsenal line is because the guns fit perfectly with my Rex Gannon 6-inch action figure. Rex Gannon.
As mentioned before, I picked up the Poe skeletons by Rement.
I love these things. I used to import these at great cost, and Amiami had them
like under $5.
So cheap. These things are amazing.
What I really liked about these is that on display, they also have miniature versions. Like this was like kids.
Yeah.
So they're like smaller skeletons, but they're great. I picked specifically these two colors because you just don't see pastel skeletons.
I also bought a translucent orange one that's really cool. I love this line. Super posable, interchangeable. You can buy accessories for them. Poe skeleton.
So how about you and I try some curry?
Okay. I will have just a tiny little spoon.
You'll have the first spoonful. Okay.
This is gonna be really spicy.
So hot. I could already tell it's really spicy. Oh man. Woo! Yoga flame.
That's spicy. What do you think?
There's a kick.
It's a kick, right?
Oh my god. That is spicy. I mean,
Eat the whole thing. Jack is
coming
Coming back from Japan, it's not quite like the Japanese curry that I've had while being overseas. It's good. Spicy. Oh boy, but it's definitely like better. Oh wow. It's definitely spicier than your average curry. So hot. Yeah, it lingers. It's hot.
I want ice cream.
Oh boy, so I am stuffed with curry.
I'm sweating from it.
I'm missing Japan already. But for those of you in the States and you're just dying to go to Amiami, don't you worry. Check out the link in the description below. Visit Amiami on eBay.
There's no reason to cram yourself into a tight flight for 13 hours. We got you covered. Just go to the eBay store.
Look forward to more Japan videos, but until next time, pizza out.